Hi and welcome to another episode brought to you by Camp Wilderness. Today's episode will be all about traps and we'll be showing you some different styles and how to trigger them. Now let's get started.
Sometimes the most simple traps can just be about patience. If you can wait long enough and hide still enough, you can always catch some prey. Like that.
Okay, the first trap I want to show you guys is one of my favorites. This is called the Old English bird snare. And as you can see, we really don't need that much stuff. So first of all, we get 2 7 pegs. No points for guessing why they're called 7 pegs. On top of that, we've got a little peg that we're going to put in the ground. It just looks like this, pointed on one end, flat on the other. A crossbar, and then most importantly, our trigger stick. As well as that, I have a piece of paracord with what we call a toggle on it. Now I'm going to show you guys how to set this trap, and the reason that we're using bright paracord is so you guys at home can see it. So let's find out how to set it. So the first thing you want to do is find yourself a nice springy branch just like this one, and then I'm going to take my paracord with my toggle towards the floor and I'm going to tie it on to this branch. Next up, I'm going to take my 2 7 pegs and I'm going to push them into the ground at a spot just below where I've tied on my paracord. Okay, now when we set the trap, we want to take our crossbar, pass our toggle underneath the crossbar so it's under quite a bit of tension. Then we brace it using our trigger stick, like so.
That was a pretty good trap, Chris, but I'm decided to go for something a little bit bigger. This is a deer platform trap. I'm going to quickly talk to you about the components you need. I got a length of paracord with a square toggle on. I've got my goalpost frame. I've got my rolling trigger bar. I've got a bunch of pieces of hazel that's going to make my actual platform, and I got this lovely piece of hazel that's going to make my spring. Oh, good throw. And I've also got an axe because I need to hammer in some sticks. Let's get to it. So that's my trap all set up. It's got the spring pole, the rope, the toggle, the nice platform, and the big snare. Deer would walk along, put his foot right in here, boom, caught.
So I'm going to show you how to do a split stick. For this, you'll need 1 stick split in 2 and a trigger stick and a log. This is how a split stick is set up. On the end of the stick, we will have a piece of bait. The animal will come in, will nibble at the bait and knock it down.
So that split stick is pretty hard to set up, but I'm going to show you one that's even more fiddly. It's the same idea, it's a big crushing trap, but it's called the figure of 4, and this is how it works. I've got 3 pieces. The main vertical post with a flat edge and a nice shovel shape on the end. I've got the trigger stick that's got the bit for the bait, a nice half notch there, and then this kind of like arrow kind of tucking in notch. And then this is the top bar. It's got a little saddle notch in there and then a nice shovel notch on the end. And they are all gonna sit like this. Thanks everyone for joining us for that episode. Hope you learned a little bit about traps and how to set them off. Remember, in the UK there's quite a lot of legislation around trapping, so please make sure you've got both supervision and permission before you start. In the meantime, stay home, stay safe, and stay wild.